One of the men took. In January of 2015, a gas station was robbed in Waukesha County, Wisconsin. Two men wearing masks demanded money from the cashier, and before he could hand it over, one of the men took the cashier's life. The police began their investigation into the robbery, and the evidence they found would lead them to one of the men. Kenneth Thomas, who was 19 at the time, was thought to be the triggerman. The police found and arrested Kenneth and brought him in for interrogation.
Why don't you have a seat right here? This way. All right. Now, before I let the detective in charge know that you're here and what's going on, do you need something? Bathroom, something to drink, something to eat?
I could use a cigarette if that's all right.
A cigarette?
Yeah.
Okay. We're a little different in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
We don't allow smoking here.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, I got to check with the powers that be if we can maybe bend the rules.
Yeah, that's
But if we can't, we can't. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So, everybody does things a little different.
I understand.
Okay.
That's all right.
So, but you're good? No bathroom, no water, no food, nothing for now? All right. Kenneth, appreciate it. Sit tight. We'll be with you in a bit.
All right.
Okay?
After watching so many suspects confess to crimes, either during or after smoking a cigarette, you would think that a pack of cigarettes would be standard issue. After making Kenneth wait for 30 minutes, he decides to get more comfortable.
Right here by the door.
Oh, go sit down by the table, please.
That chair's getting hard.
Okay, that's fine.
I can switch?
Yeah, go ahead, switch.
All right.
This is Chuck, Detective Benitez.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
Kenneth Thomas. Kenneth knows me already. You forgot my name on my birthday sheet, okay?
Did I take your chair?
Don't worry about it.
We're good? Don't worry about it.
I'll let you know if I want to switch. Take turns.
As I explained to you on the way here, there's an investigation.
Yeah.
Your name came up, when you talked to you about it, okay? He's like in charge of most everything, okay?
So the boss.
Do I have to call him the boss?
No.
Alright, cool.
Alright, the title.
Basically, he knows most of the information that needs to be talked about, okay? He briefed me, I was able to review some things, and since we were able to talk a little bit, you know me, I talk to a stranger, right?
Yeah, you cool people.
Alright, so, I figured we might as well sit here and talk together and try to square things away, okay? I was filling him in on a little bit about you, okay?
Yeah.
You know, you living in West Dallas, you're working for your mom, selling, you're also going to school, business, okay? Filling in on all that type of stuff. A lot of things have been going on. A lot of people have been saying lots of different things, okay? Now, you're from Milwaukee, right?
Mm-hmm.
And other than your visits to Mississippi, like you told me about before, you're always in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Okay. Every place does business differently. Okay. Milwaukee.
I could tell.
Milwaukee does their things their way.
Yeah.
Waukesha does their thing our way. Okay. It's all a little different. Okay. But in the end, what our job is to find out a few things. Okay. Number one is the truth about what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And number two, and I think personally, most important is why things happen. Okay?
We see this strategy used a lot, where a detective will tell a suspect that it's not if they committed the crime, but rather why they committed the crime. This is meant to make the suspect believe that they already have enough evidence for a conviction, so the reason they are being interviewed is because the police want to know why.
And there's a lot of misconception out there amongst a lot of people.
What's that mean?
Misunderstanding. People don't understand how things work sometimes, and whether it's something on TV or on the news, sometimes they don't really tell it like it is, okay? But basically, what we do out here in Waukesha is when we investigate stuff, we actually don't take sides, okay? We talk with everybody and we listen to what everybody has to say, okay? We don't make any decisions beforehand, all right? It's important that we don't take sides because we don't want people on one side to say one thing and distort it or make it look bigger or worse than it really is, okay? And we don't want the other side to try and see if they can get away with something, okay? Our job is to find out the truth about what happened. It's important to hear everybody's side. Because if we don't hear everybody's side, then what are we left doing?
What you got to do?
We're left taking the information that we have been told and going with that. And it wouldn't be fair to people if we didn't get the whole story, and a decision would be made based on just partial information, right? When people go about and do their business, whether it's legitimate business or illegitimate business, okay, they do things a certain way. They start out with a thing like when you go door to door selling your goods for your mother's business, okay? You want to build a business, you want to get your name out there, you want to be people familiar with your company's name and say, hey, I bought some good products from this company, they made my house look nice, I'm going to tell my neighbor, and they're going to do that, okay? You don't want people saying bad things about that, right? If they do, when you go knock on that person's door and says, I heard about you, I don't want to deal with you, okay? We want to make sure that we get the full understanding of what's going on from your perspective and not everybody else's perspective, okay? We need to understand is if someone had an idea about how something was going to go and it didn't turn out that way, why didn't it turn out that way? Did something happen that was unexpected? Did something happen that surprised that individual and ended up being like, oh no, how do I deal with this? And something went wrong. And it wasn't an intentional thing, it was just something that, damn, why did it have to happen that way? Okay? But we need to understand that. And we need to understand it from everybody's perspective. You understand what I'm saying? Because if we don't understand it from everybody's perspective, what ends up happening?
Kenneth yawns multiple times, which usually indicates that he is either tired or bored. What you may not know is that yawning is also related to anxiety and stress. You will notice that during a lot of these interrogations, the suspect will sometimes sleep when left alone in the room. This is because the stress from either wondering if they will get caught or the interrogation itself will leave suspects exhausted.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
People are going to make decisions based on limited information, and then those decisions may be, in the end, not appropriate. Okay? When a decision has to be made, it should be made on all the information available out there, right? Okay. You don't think that's water? Or would you rather be livestock?
I'm just, very cautious about my life.
Okay, no, that's fine. I understand.
I was taught like that, raised like that.
Okay. Well, that was sealed. You saw that was sealed.
Yeah, I know it could be sealed and still, things happen to it. I know, trust me. I watch a lot of CSI and First 48 and all that good stuff. So I know.
What do you like about those shows?
I don't like the shows at all.
Why do you watch them then?
To see how you guys work.
Okay. But you know that's TV.
Yeah.
Like CSI.
That's real. That's real though.
CSI, you know how fast they solve a crime in CSI?
How fast?
In 60 minutes. That's how long the show is.
Yeah, that's real.
We don't solve a show in 60 minutes.
I know, but some of you guys solve things like this.
In some cases, yeah. Okay. In other cases, it's important to be thorough. Don't you think that's right?
Yeah,
Okay. Don't you think it's important for us to get all the information that's available out there and to get the truth as to how things happen?
Of course. That's your job.
Exactly. But what's most important about it is...
Besides, I have to take my coat. It's cold as hell.
You want it?
Yeah, I really would like my coat.
That's not a problem.
It's cold.
Okay, not a problem. Okay?
And
there's information, obviously, that you have that can help us understand the circumstances of what's going on. Why just you?
Yeah, why don't nobody else have this information that could help you guys?
Well, there are other people that have the information, and we have people out there going to talk to them if they're not talking to them right now. Okay?
So who all was brung here? Just me?
Kenneth wants to know if anyone else is being questioned about the crime. The detective's answer to this question will show Kenneth how much information they really have, or how much information they want him to think they have.
For now, just you, yes.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So there's some things that we'd like to talk about.
Yeah.
Find out a little bit more about you in Waukesha. Okay? You good with that?
Yeah, I'm all right.
All right. Excellent. All right. You said you're on paper, right?
Yeah.
So you've been around the block.
Yeah.
You know how things
What
work.
you mean around the block?
Dealt with the cops before.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah, I told the truth though. That's why I'm on papers.
right.
Like if I would never said nothing, I could be at home, off of probation, just chilling. But no, I helped the police get the guys who it was, and not all everything on me.
So what happened to those guys?
They did their time.
Okay.
Got out, tried to retaliate.
Okay. But they did time?
Yeah.
You didn't get time?
Yeah. I did like 45 days and 3 years on paper. That was the plea.
Oh, 45 days in the house?
Yeah, house of correction.
Oh, that's nothing. What those guys have to do?
Shit, it was.
Was that bad?
I'm not used to being away from home from my mom.
I understand that. What did the other guys end up doing?
I really don't. I don't remember. I know they had some guy like a couple years though.
Okay.
See, it was the case was more about it was a burglary,
Mm-hmm.
stolen property,
Okay.
and driving without owner's consent. See, I didn't have nothing to do with the burglary or none of that. I just, I had got the car, and my fingerprints was in it, so I told them how I got the car.
Okay.
I wasn't involved there. So they got there and put the driver without owner's consent.
Okay. Because you were in the car and your fingerprints were there. I mean, you can't undo that. It happened.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So it is what it is. So they made you sit a little time in the house and then put you on paper.
Mm-hmm.
And paper sucks because, as you said on the way here, you can't smoke weed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I sing and I do music too. And that's my little side thing I do.
Okay. All right. So you put like songs or videos out?
Yeah, I'm all over there.
Nice. On the internet?
I'm everywhere.
You YouTube it or how do you do it?
YouTube.
Okay.
YouTube, Facebook, Twitter.
Okay. So all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. I'm all over the web. Facebook.
What's the biggest number of hits you got on a video?
Probably like 10,000.
Really?
It's more than that. I couldn't tell you, man. That's the first time, though. When I first put my first video on there,
Yeah.
it's like 10,000.
Okay.
9,000.
So that's why you want to set up that warehouse for talented people, because you're one of them talented people.
Yeah, most definitely. I dance and I'm a good artist. I could try you. Sitting right
Good.
there. Yeah.
All right. Well, good. Excellent. All right. Well, there's some things that we need to talk about. Things that we'd like to clear up. So let's get to it, okay? I know I got your name, address, all that fun stuff on the way here. A couple things I forgot to ask you about. How far did you get to school?
I dropped out of 12th grade.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you try to get GED or HSED or anything like that?
Yeah.
How'd that work?
I'm feeling it, just because all the things happening in my family, it's been a lot of deaths.
Okay.
A lot of people going to jail.
Okay.
The family just breaking apart.
So a lot of stress out there in your life.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay. So you got that. You're helping your mother out with her business. You're going to school. You're working on your own business ideas. You got a lot of things going on.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Understand that. Okay. All right. What we do here at the Waukesha Police Department, before we talk to anybody about any investigation, we read them their rights. So obviously you've had your rights read to you before?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's nothing new to you.
Kenneth agrees with most of the rights being read to him. It's the very last part that he has issues with.
And the last one is understanding the above rights. Are you willing to speak with me? Okay.
About what?
Well,
I need to know.
a few things.
Okay. Before I know what this is.
What's that?
I sign this. Yeah. I need to know. I've been locked down for a day and a half.
Okay.
I still don't know what is everything about.
Okay.
They just came and got me, and there was a bunch of things on this sheet saying that I was involved in, but I don't,
What were the things that you saw on the sheet that you were involved in?
They said drugs and guns.
Okay, that was a search warrant that you asked about at your apartment. Okay, and I explained to you on the way here that was something that Milwaukee was dealing with.
Okay, and now, that's what I asked about. I asked, like, because they told me, they said, Waukesha, well, actually, it was me. When I was in the cell, they was talking to this guy, and they said, no, you got to wait for Waukesha County because they come to get you.
Right.
But turns out it wasn't him they was coming to get, it was me they come to get. So as I asked, I was like, what they come to get me for? Like, what is this about?
Okay, what we found
I
out
was told.
What we found out from Milwaukee,
Yeah.
when they did the search warrant, they collected evidence. Okay, and some of the evidence that they collected was tied to an incident in Waukesha. Okay,
So what was the evidence they collected?
clothing, and they did find a gun in the apartment.
Yeah.
Okay, and other things. Okay.
Okay.
After the police realized that Kenneth was a possible suspect, a search warrant was issued to search his home. The police found evidence inside his home that tied him to the robbery at the gas station. They found masks, clothing, scratch tickets, and even the murder weapon.
That stuff was used in a robbery in Waukesha. Okay, so we need to understand, all right, hey, where'd that stuff come from, how to get in the apartment, stuff like that. Okay? Your apartment, right?
Yeah, it's my apartment.
Okay, so wouldn't it make sense that we ask the people who live there about it?
Yeah, sure.
So that's why we want to talk. All right? Fair enough?
Fair enough.
You want to talk then?
Yeah.
Excellent. So what I'm going to ask you to do, your answer was yeah. So I just need you to put your initials next to that answer and then sign your name right there for me. So Milwaukee does the search warrant at your apartment, and you're there. And you were telling me that your brothers and sisters were also there.
Yeah.
Okay. Help me out here. Who was all there besides you?
When? That yesterday night?
Had the search warrant. Yeah, when the Milwaukee police came.
Kenneth begins talking about his two neighbors who had left Chicago after they committed crimes all over the city. Kenneth has already told detectives that he has no problem telling on other people, so it's obvious what direction he's going by mentioning his neighbors.
Okay. So the night before the search warrant they said they brought some stuff over and you rolled some up, smoked some?
Yeah, some weed.
Okay.
They had a lot of money.
They did. How much money did they have with them?
I couldn't tell you. I know it's just a lot of money.
Okay. All right. What time did they roll by?
It was late night.
Oh, what time?
I couldn't tell you that, sir.
Okay.
Honest.
Okay. Dark
No,
out?
it was dark out.
How much weed did they bring with them?
Like a halfie. But they were there already, and we were just sitting there bored, you know. We was all sitting there bored. They were there, and they came over, you know, they just sitting, we all looking at each other, laughing and kicking it. And they was like, we'll be right back. I think they came back like 30 minutes or to an hour.
Okay. So did they show up with the money and the weed before that or after that?
That's after that.
That's after that.
After when they came back, then they had everything.
Okay. Okay, so you guys are just sitting around?
Yeah.
You and your brothers and sisters and cousin?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Then they left, but you don't know.
No, I never seen them leave. They were still there when I went in the room and like laid down, you know.
Oh, so you don't know if they left the apartment or not?
No.
Okay, but when you came back out of your room, then they had money and weed?
No, listen.
How'd that work?
Listen.
That's why. Yeah.
Listen, first we was all kicking it that night.
Yeah.
They leave, come back.
Okay.
Then they had everything. Then that's when we started to kick it.
Okay.
But after we got done kicking it, I went to my room
Oh, okay. I see.
and laid down. Then I dozed off. It was still they had the music playing. They was still doing their thing.
All right.
But after that, I fell asleep. I don't remember. I thought they were still there. That's why I asked if the police had got them too.
Okay. All right. Now it makes sense. Well, I appreciate you explain that to me. All right.
Yeah, but these guys, they hot heads.
How are they hot heads?
They is. They tell you. They hot heads.
Okay. So when they came back with this money and this weed, did they say where they went?
No.
Okay.
They said, like, I told you I was going to get you, fool. I told you I was going to come turn up with you. It's like, dang, he wasn't lying. So, you know, we kicked it and all this other good shit.
Okay. So you guys roll some blunts?
Yeah.
Who rolls the best?
He do.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I really haven't been smoking weed. I just started back smoking weed when they came, you know.
Yeah.
Fit in and shit.
Sure, I hear
I
you.
know I wasn't supposed to be smoking weed, man. I'm on probation and all this other shit.
Well, we ain't gonna worry about that. It's no big deal. Not to us. It happened in Milwaukee or whatever, West Dallas anyway, so I don't really care about that.
Alright.
So, alright. So what were these guys wearing that night? When they left and came back, remember?
Yeah. They had on the same thing they left out with. Pajamas. They both have pajamas on.
They had pajamas on? What kind of pajamas?
Like checkers.
Kenneth is creating a narrative where the two men leave his apartment, then come back with money that they didn't have before. In his narrative, Kenneth replaces himself as one of the two men with an unknown male. His story would explain the evidence in his house, and it would appear that he was just set up.
They come back, they got the weed, you guys smoke up. Alright. They were talking about anything? Anything unusual? Anything that surprised you?
They was hyper as hell. Like,
They were hyper?
they was happy as hell.
They were hyper and happy?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. What do you think?
I think he came in my room and said, I'm gone, folks. That's what he said. He said, I'm gone, folks. But I was too sleepy. I was high as hell. So I really couldn't, picture who it was. It wasn't none of my people because they was, obviously, if they didn't get the dudes, they left.
Okay.
So I think he came back that night and said, I'm gone, folks. But I was asleep. I don't remember what the fuck was happening.
Okay. Alright.
We sleep with our door open, so
Do you?
unlocked.
Alright. So what about this gun that they found in the apartment? Where did it come from?
Couldn't tell you. I really couldn't tell. I don't even know where they found the gun at.
Okay. They found it in a diaper box.
A diaper box?
Yeah.
Was it put, when was it put there?
When was it put there?
Who? You talking about my nephew's diaper box?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was put there, Jim.
Yeah, I don't think, normally, especially with a baby in the room, you keep a gun in a diaper box.
No. See, it's funny though, how everything gets they gone.
So, do these guys have a gun?
Yeah, they got lots of guns.
They got lots of guns? What kind of guns these guys got?
Got a few handguns.
Okay, when did you see
What kind of gun was this?
It was a handgun.
I know it was a handgun.
It was a black one.
A black, what type of handgun?
It was a 9.
A 9?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got shit like that.
Do they?
When last time I seen them?
Yeah.
The guys?
Yeah.
I just told you the night that everything happened,
Oh.
The night before they came and got us.
Oh, they had the gun that night?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Which one had it?
The short one.
Short one?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of gun did he have?
Sounded like the one you was all black. It was all black. The one sounded like the one you said just.
Okay. So he had a black handgun?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Before you said something about a high point.
Yeah, that's what he said it was. He said he is a high point right here, Pope.
Okay.
The detective never told Kenneth what model the handgun was, so when Kenneth says that he believes it was a high point, this shows them that Kenneth knew about the gun all along. If Kenneth was smart, he would have said he had never seen any handgun whatsoever, and if he was even smarter, he would have asked for a lawyer and stopped talking.
Probably was his handgun.
Probably was his?
Yeah.
You see where you get it from?
Did I see where he get it from?
Yeah.
They go down to the city and get all the guns and come back here.
Okay. What other guns? You said they had lots of guns.
One had it was a revolver.
Okay. Who, the short one or the tall one? When did you see him with that?
The night they was there, they had all them guns. They had 3 guns on.
Okay. Who had the tall one had a revolver?
2 revolvers.
Okay. What color were they?
Silver. It was like this.
Okay. You know what rounds? 38s, 357s, 22s.
I couldn't tell you.
You don't know? They didn't say?
Tell you, no.
Okay. You're not a big gun guy?
Listen, I am gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you this though.
Okay.
They asked for some bullets. My mama gun is registered.
Oh, your mom has a gun?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
registered. She has a 9mm.
Okay. All right.
I had got some bullets. out of my bag, and I had gave to those guys.
Okay.
Kenneth realizes that his fingerprints might be on the bullet casings found at the crime scene. To explain this, he says he handed the two men bullets from a stash his mother had for her registered handgun.
What kind of bullets, you know?
They were 9 bullets.
Nice,
Yeah.
okay. What color were they?
What color were the bullets?
Yeah, do you remember? Sometimes they come in different colors, like brass casing or silver casing.
They were silver. Not silver. They're like brownish.
Brownish? Okay.
Yes.
How many bullets did you give them?
Like 9. No, actually, I gave them 4 because the other ones I put up on my cabinet.
Where was your cabinet?
When the police came in, they saw them. They saw the bullets.
The cabinet in the living room or the bedroom?
In my room.
In your room, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you put those bullets there?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I was going to give them back to my mom.
Okay,
He already asked, so he said, I just need 5.
okay. Which one asked for the bullets?
The short one.
Okay,
The tall one guns was fully loaded.
okay. So how many bullets did you give him?
Just 4.
4, you gave him 4 bullets?
Yeah, he had 5.
Okay. Okay.
4 or 5. I really don't remember. 4 or 5, I think. It's one of them.
Okay, so then when you gave him the bullets, where was that?
That was that same night.
Where were you in the apartment when you did that?
I gave him the bullets. Where was I? I was in my room.
Okay, was it just you and him, or was anybody else in there?
It was me, him, and the other guy.
And the other guy, the tall guy?
Yeah.
Okay,
See, nobody else didn't really know what was going on.
okay.
But I kind of figured what they asked for the bullets for. They stick up guys.
They stick up guys, that's what they do?
That's what they do.
Have they talked about that?
Yeah, that's what I was telling you. They burned up the city. They burned up Chicago.
Because they did stick ups down there.
Yeah, so they had to come here.
They come here and, start burning up Milwaukee?
Burning up Milwaukee.
Okay,
It go along with it.
okay.
Yeah, they changed their identification though.
What do you mean they changed identification?
They dyed their hair a lot.
They dyed their hair a lot?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Well, one can't dye his hair. One bald was bald.
Right, I mean, he is the way he is.
The short
Okay.
one. The short one through the.
And the bald head is a never fold guy.
Yeah, the never fold.
Okay.
Never fold.
Okay. All right. So then, they, how long were they at the apartment before they left? With the bullets and stuff?
I never seen them left.
Okay.
That's the night everybody turned up.
Okay.
You know, I got so high, I went in the room and laid down.
Okay.
I don't know. After that, I don't really remember what was going on. I was asleep, shit.
Okay.
I know they was having fun, though, you know what I mean? Everybody was all around the house.
Sure. Okay. Did you ever leave the apartment at all that night?
Mm-mm.
No?
Mm-mm.
All right. Anybody else ever leave the apartment that you're aware of?
Mm-mm. No, not that I know of.
Okay. Was that Amanda girl? Was she over kicking it with you guys smoking?
Mm-mm.
No?
Mm-mm.
Was any other girl over? Other than the group, you know, your sisters, your cousin?
Just them two.
Just them two? Okay. They got a car? How do they get around?
They have people, they call up people.
They call up people like who?
Yeah, like friends and shit, people that they already know here.
Okay. You get rides from those people too?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Hell no. Like I told you, I don't leave unless it's with my mama.
Okay.
I don't go nowhere unless it's with my mama.
Okay.
With her, I'm in the apartment.
All right. Do you know who they called to go when they left?
No, sir. I couldn't tell you
Okay.
what they called.
Okay.
Car, I think, was color, was it? I don't even remember.
You saw the car pull up though?
Not that night. I like the cars. You like the other cars that do come and get them.
Okay.
There's a black one,
Okay.
big van,
A black one and what else?
a big van.
A big van? Okay.
Yeah. Them like the only cars I saw before.
The detective is about to reveal another piece of evidence they have. In the gas station surveillance video, the two men wore green masks. Those same masks were also found in his apartment.
Part of the evidence that they found
Yeah.
was that gun, those bullets,
Yeah.
some clothes, okay? They also found other items in there, like a mask, a green mask,
Yeah.
okay? Where'd that green mask come from?
I couldn't tell you. I swear I couldn't tell you where the fuck no green mask came from. Like I said, man, them guys, man, they came back there that night, man. They was rowdy up, man.
Mm-hmm.
They was really, you know what I mean? Like you could tell, like, when somebody done did something or something, you know? I knew they did something. I just don't know what they did, though.
Okay.
They came back. I got high, man. I got high and fell asleep, man.
Well, now that we've been talking, what do you think they did out here in Waukesha?
Man, they did a mask, a gun, they robbed somebody, man. They robbed somebody, probably came back and threw the evidence off on us, man.
Okay. That's what you think happened?
Yeah, because if they not caught, if they didn't get, caught, where they gone?
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? They gone.
Right.
So they out and about still having fun while somebody else going down for the shit they did.
Okay.
That's exactly what happened.
Okay. So you understand why it's important that we talk and figure stuff out?
Yeah, now I understand. You know, I was lost, man. I didn't know what the hell was going on, man. I understand, man. And it's fucked up, you know what I mean?
Okay.
The detective finally has Kenneth's attention. He sits up and he begins playing with the water bottle cap as he realizes this isn't going away. Up until this point, Kenneth has appeared uninterested and tired, which was probably done on purpose. Kenneth wanted to appear relaxed to try and fool the detectives into believing he had nothing to do with it. In Kenneth's mind, a guilty person would look nervous and would ask a lot of questions.
So the part of what you understand is not only do we talk to people, that we get evidence and we look at evidence, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And even though you watch CSI and that first 48 stuff, you know, that's Hollywood and that's, you know, sort of like how it happens.
Yeah.
Okay. But in real life it happens a little different. Okay. In real life it's a little more scientific and a little more specific. They don't put all that dramatic stuff in there.
Right.
They gotta put the dramatic stuff in there for TV, right?
Yeah.
You'd be interested in watching it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. And obviously we don't solve things in 60 minutes.
Alright.
Okay, it takes us some time, but there's a reason why it takes us some time. Because we want to get things right. Exactly. The things that we do, things like they do, is we do the fingerprint stuff and the DNA stuff and all that stuff.
Yeah, but
right?
now when I ask you some questions.
Sure, of course.
How's this? You still haven't told me how's this leading back to me?
Well, the evidence from the robberies at your house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still, what would make, you know what I mean? Somebody would have to call in and be like, okay, these guys, they just did this and this their location.
The evidence from the robbery was found in your home.
Yeah, I know. You
right. So when Milwaukee Police Department calls us and say, hey, remember that robbery you guys had? I go, yeah. He says, the clothing, the gun, the mask, and other items of evidence that was taken in the robbery is found at this house.
Right.
I says, okay. So we talk with everybody in the house. Okay? We've talked to everybody in the house.
Alright.
Okay?
So what everybody been saying?
We talk to your brothers, your sisters.
Yeah.
Okay? We can't talk to everybody at once, right?
Right.
Okay? At some point in time, it's your turn to talk.
Alright.
So that's what we're doing here now. Okay?
Awesome.
But in the same time, we're processing other evidence. Okay? We're processing surveillance videos. We're processing the gun. Okay? We're processing the ammunition. We're processing everything that was found. Okay? And we're trying to see, okay, how does this all match up? Where does this evidence take us? Okay? We look at the surveillance video and we see how things all match up. Okay? It's like a big jigsaw puzzle. Okay? And when you start putting the puzzle together, you don't know exactly, but as you get more pieces, you get a very clear picture and it fits in. Okay? And what's fitting in
is the evidence at our crib.
is the evidence at your crib.
What's interesting is that Kenneth claims to have been educated by crime shows like CSI and First 48, yet he wasn't smart enough to remove the evidence from his home that would link him to the robbery. It's possible that Kenneth, with all of his knowledge, left the evidence there on purpose, thinking that if the police ever found him, he could claim he was set up. It's also possible that he thought he would never get caught, and he was careless with the evidence. I'd love to hear your opinions on why he left the evidence in his home.
But more so is the evidence that you were in on that robbery in Waukesha.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
So that's what the evidence shows.
Hold on, run it back. What you say? You said the evidence that what?
The evidence and the information that we learned from everybody we talked to
Yeah.
shows that you were in on that robbery in Waukesha.
Yeah, how was I in on it?
How was you in on it?
Yeah, you got my prints. You got my prints, my face on camera.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to see all that.
Huh? Well, I don't have it with me right now, obviously. Okay?
Right. Why you don't have it with you, though? Listen, check this out.
Okay.
If that was me,
Mm-hmm.
why wouldn't you have all the evidence pointing out in front of us?
You want to see all the surveillance video right now? Obviously, we don't have one in the room.
Surveillance with my face direct on it.
Yes, we do. We have that.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
So why you didn't show me pictures? Why you didn't show me pictures like this is you on this?
Pictures?
Yeah.
This is the gun at your house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is the gun in the diaper box. The shoes that you were wearing. This is the mask that you were wearing. Okay. Okay.
Okay, where is it? Still, you're not telling me. Those
Kenneth.
Listen.
Kenneth, listen to me.
Yeah, I'm listening.
The problem is that you don't know where all the cameras are.
Yeah.
And you're wearing these same clothes on different cameras. Problem is, you didn't have your mask on at that time.
Right. So where are those fellas?
Where are these fellas? No.
No, I'm saying
This guy's sitting right in front of
hold on. I'm saying, where's the photos you said that I'm on camera wearing these clothes?
That's on a video.
On the
That's on a video DVD.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And Darren's in the background.
So where's the other guy on the camera? You said it was two people.
It was. He's in the background. That's Darren.
Darren?
Yeah. The big tall ball guy.
Yeah, that's his name, Darren?
Mm-hmm.
The detective is obviously bluffing about having caught Kenneth on camera without his mask near the crime scene, but when he mentions the name Darren, Kenneth knows that isn't a bluff. According to police, Darren was the second man who robbed the gas station.
We know all about him too.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the thing. Okay, Kenneth.
Yeah.
We've been talking for a while, haven't we?
Yeah, wow.
Okay. And you've been telling me all kinds of information.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Not leading back to me.
Well, let me explain something, okay? All right. I've never met you before, have I? I don't know nothing about Kenneth, do I?
Nothing.
Okay. So part of my job is to learn about you, isn't it?
Of course.
Of course. Okay. I need to know what type of person you are. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All the questions I asked,
Mm-hmm.
I already knew the answer to.
Yeah, good figure.
Okay. And the reason I know the answer to is I'm trying to measure the type of person you are.
So y'all got Darren?
So you're a very nice, young, polite man, and I appreciate that. Okay? The problem is, you're trying to get your way out of a situation
That you think I love.
No, I know. That's the thing. Is I know.
You know that.
So I gotta understand something here, Kenneth. Okay, I gotta understand something. All right. Are you gonna end up looking like a guy trying to get out of something, or just like that stolen car thing? All right, I messed up. I drove a car. I made a mistake. I'll take responsibility for that, but I ain't gonna take responsibility for the other serious stuff that happened, the burglary and other thing those guys did. Okay? You were responsible for that part, so you didn't have to deal with that part, correct? Same situation here. Okay? We need
I've been listening to you the whole time. You listen to me now.
Fair enough.
Listen. If you got Darren, how you don't got his brother? I said, if you got
Daryl?
Yeah.
Clarence?
The dude you just
Yeah,
the boy.
Betty is tattooed on his forehead. Not better, Betty. Yeah, we got him too.
Yeah. So then, how you not know? Then why is everything not matching up? Then If you got the guys.
No, you and
Who?
Darren are the guys.
How you know that?
How do I know that?
Yeah, where my fingerprints at? On anything of, they put that in my house. They stored that stuff in my house. How you don't know that?
How come your fingerprints and DA are going to end up on that when we're done processing that?
End up on what?
On the gun, on the mask, on the clothes.
Okay, and I want to see that. What it do?
Okay.
Listen, when my DA shows up on the mask,
Right.
the clothes,
Kenneth.
and the gun,
Kenneth,
whenever
you're on surveillance video wearing those clothes just after that robbery.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I promise you I ain't.
Okay.
I'm for sure. Listen, I'm 100% sure that's not me on that camera.
Okay. And how are you 100% sure that it's not you on that
Because
camera?
I never left out the house that night.
Okay. Everybody else in that house said you did.
Yeah?
Yes.
So where they statements?
Kenneth continues to call out the detective's bluffs. Like a game of poker, the detective must maneuver around his requests to keep him under pressure. By this point, Kenneth should have realized that the detectives don't have as much evidence as they claim they do, but his ego won't let him shut his mouth and ask for a lawyer.
Come to TurboTax and don't do your taxes. Meet with one of our experts who will do your taxes for you, so you can do anything else.
He's got some, I've got some, other people got some.
Let's see. You see how they
This is the thing, it ain't about...
Listen, you got that's
Kenneth, understand something. Understand something, okay? This is about not what happened, because we already know what happened.
What happened?
We already know who's involved, okay? The important thing is we need to know why this happened,
Yeah.
okay?
You need to know why. And you come to Kenneth to get the
Yes, we need to know why Kenneth went out and robbed a store and walker shop.
How do you know that was Kenneth, though?
Because we have all the evidence to show that it is.
No, you don't, actually.
We do.
No, you just have the things that happen in. You don't have the person that did it. Anyone could be behind that. But listen to me, though. I've been listening to you.
Mm-hmm.
I've been giving you information.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, anybody could be behind that mask.
Mm-hmm.
But you want it to be Kenneth. Why?
I don't want it to be...
No, I know why it is.
Okay.
I know why it is. Hold on. I know why it is.
Why is that?
Because you found the things in my house.
Well, why can't I say it was Levante or Devante? Or why can't I say it wasn't Clarence?
I don't know. You wanted to
Okay.
be Kenneth.
But why would that be, Kenneth?
Because the things, half of the merch was in my room.
In that suitcase, hidden.
It actually wasn't hidden. If you just show you, it was over out.
Okay, it was hidden in the suitcase. That's where they found it.
Okay.
Okay,
Good.
okay. In your bedroom.
In my bedroom.
Okay. The big thing here is the most important is what happened during the robbery.
What happened during the robbery?
Well, you know, you were there.
If I know, I would have told you.
Okay.
Don't you think? I don't have a problem. Listen, I don't have a problem. Listen, let me tell you this, first of all.
Mhm.
My life
Mm-hmm.
is fucked being fucked up
Okay.
since I was born. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Hold on. You keep interrupting me. I don't like that. You want to get information. You want to get the truth. Let me talk.
Okay.
I need to hear what I'm saying. You just doing this. I
Okay.
can't talk like that.
Okay.
Listen,
Mm-hmm.
I like being fucked up from the start, man. I've been trying to make a way and do this, be good. Listen, I ain't never had shit. I ain't never gonna be shit. Listen, y'all the good guys. Y'all the ones that come to this job and play good cop, bad cop. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
See, me, you know what I play every day?
Mm-hmm.
Survival.
Mm-hmm.
Any day coming out my door, I could be a dead man. They could have came in and killed us. It was a gun found. Don't know who gun it was, but listen, it was a gun found. The items were found in my room.
Mm-hmm.
Daryl and the other guy you talking about,
Mm-hmm.
they could have been their items.
Okay.
They could have stashed that in there before they left.
Okay.
But y'all got them in custody?
Yeah.
Y'all got them in custody? I wonder how y'all get them in custody.
How did we?
Yeah, how did you get them in custody?
We found them.
They weren't in my house, though. So where did you get them in custody?
where they were at,
Where was it?
across the hall.
Across the hall. So y'all went in theirs first and then mine?
No, we got them in custody after the search warrant, after you were already in custody.
Okay. Okay. So you got your guys.
We got a lot of guys.
Yeah, you got your two main guys who did it though.
Well, we got a lot of guys because there's been more than just the robbery in Waukesha.
Damn. So what else been going on?
Robberies in Milwaukee, robberies in West Dallas, robberies in Brookfield.
So you got all the guys, huh?
No, not quite all of them. We already have enough evidence.
It's not enough evidence.
Okay.
Those evidence was put there by
There's
those
also
guys.
evidence from other robberies that was found in your apartment.
Yeah, like what?
Lottery tickets.
Lottery tickets?
Mhm.
How you know that one? Like, back to what I was saying. How do you know those guys didn't put that there and find their way out, shoot back to Chicago where they belong, where they come from?
Did they hide the lottery tickets
I'm
in
saying, I don't know where they...
Lamonte's bedroom?
Huh? You said, did they?
Yeah.
I don't know what they did.
Okay.
I was too high to even know what they did.
Mm-hmm.
I fell asleep that night like I told you.
These robberies have been happening for a long time.
Yeah. They've been there for a while.
Mm-hmm. How long is a while?
You've been there for a while, probably a month or two.
Okay. Okay. And every time they come in their apartment, they hide stuff?
Nah, they probably did that night.
They hid everything from all those robberies that night,
Yeah.
including all the articles of clothing that was worn?
Actually, you only showed me one.
Yeah, I said there's hundreds of pictures. I only brought a few.
Oh, you only brought a few?
Right.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Those are not my items, so.
Okay.
You could try. Listen, you could try your hardest to put those on me, but deep down inside, listen. When you go in court, you know what I'm gonna say. You know when we go in court, what I'm gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say that's those guys' items.
I understand that, and I'm not saying that you were involved in every robbery.
I wasn't involved in no robbery.
Okay, but
Look at my background. Hold on. Look at my background. Look what the position I'm in. Do you think I'll be involved in some robberies?
I don't know.
Come on,
All kinds of people do different things when they get desperate,
be real.
when they need to survive,
Be real.
right?
I'm surviving. Listen, I get a check. I don't need to do anything.
Okay.
I get a check.
How do you get a check?
SSI.
Okay. How much you get a month?
$700-800.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay.
That pays my bills, put food in my house.
Okay.
You know, do a little extra.
Mm-hmm.
My rent is only $5 something.
Okay.
Me and my brother split that.
Okay.
He get a check too. We could.
Mm-hmm.
So do your research. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Got your guys. Now listen. Wish I could tell you more, but you got your guys, man. Wish I could tell you more, but you, like I said, you got your guys.
Mm-hmm.
You got your Daryl and the other guy. You got them.
Mm-hmm.
You got them. You most definitely do.
Okay.
But me, I don't care where what you say, Kenneth, that's you, the items were in your room.
Mm-hmm.
They put that there. And that's what I'm going to stick to.
Like I said, I know what happened. I want to find out why. It's important to know why.
An investigation is trying to find out what happened.
I know what happened already.
Who did what?
I do that. I know
You want
that.
to be investigating still.
What do you mean?
You still need to investigate. You still want me to tell you who was behind that mask.
I need to know whether you shot that man on purpose or if the gun went off on accident. That's important because that's the difference between manslaughter or homicide. You know what I'm saying?
Manslaughter and homicide.
Yeah.
So now it's a homicide.
Yes, it is.
Damn. So listen, you make them guys squeal, and you do what you gotta do to them guys, 'cause those the guys, man. I don't know why you said you listen. You just told me you had a video of me with everything gone.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, it's on your Facebook.
That's sad, man.
I didn't make it.
That's sad, 'cause it's not there, B.
It is
You're
there.
lying. You're sitting here lying to me, just like the other officer lied to me.
I'm not lying. Why would I lie about that?
I don't know. Why would the other
Why would
other officer lie? And you tried to switch it up in the car. Why would you lie? See, I can play the same role you playing.
What did the other officer lie to you about?
Saying I'm going down to the county.
I explained that to you. You're not at the county. You're at the city.
Listen, no. He said his exact words were, sign these papers.
Mm-hmm.
You're going down to the county. put the little $100 from a bill and
Yeah, that's a PR bond.
Yeah, all this. Listen, that wasn't.
So some jailer doesn't know the difference between the city and
That was something to get me here.
You're here because we needed you here.
Kenneth is very confident because he believes that without fingerprint evidence or his face on camera, there is no way they will be able to convict him. His confidence will ultimately be his downfall because the more he talks, the more information he's giving the prosecution.
Because all the evidence shows me.
You even lied to me and said you had my face on camera.
I do.
You got a mask.
No, not that camera. I got you on a different camera.
Oh, yeah?
Without the mask on.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So why you haven't shown me these?
Why? Because it's on a video disc. I don't have
You
a
could
video
have
player to show
you
you.
this, though.
I haven't done that yet.
Shot. Listen, I'm not new to this.
I know you're not new. That's why I ain't messing with you.
You are, though.
How am I messing with you? I'm being straight up and telling
You're
you
trying
what
to
I
get
got.
me to tell the truth about something I didn't do.
But you did do it. That's the problem,
I didn't
Ken.
do it.
I'm just trying to understand what happened. Was this an accident?
Listen, you got your...
Or was this something that... This is a mission you had?
Now that you told me, we talking about murder.
Exactly.
My life is gone.
Depends on what level of it. Did the guy go off on accident?
My life is gone. You trying to get me for some shit I didn't do. I'm done already. Y'all found the evidence in there.
Do you know the different levels that are involved in that?
Tell me.
Okay. If someone accidentally shoots somebody, that's manslaughter. All right? 20-year felony. It's a big difference, isn't it?
No, 20 years.
20 years is a long time, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
It's life.
Depends on what you make of that life.
Life is done, man, after that.
Okay?
Yeah.
And understand something. 20 years is maximum penalty. Okay? Because they said C2 combination? Sure.
What's that?
Combination means some prison time, some parole time, some probation time. Okay? Just like you had to serve, 45 days and then 3 years probation for being in a car that wasn't yours?
Listen, I'm not going to
Okay.
go in there do 10 years. I'm not going to do no 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to do none of that shit. You know why?
Mm-hmm.
That ain't my shit. They put that in my house.
Okay. The problem is all the other evidence puts you there,
They don't.
shooting that man.
You ain't got...
We need to understand.
Listen, you ain't got my fingerprints, man. You don't got my face.
Okay?
You don't got my face. Because if you did, it wasn't nothing to be to talk about, right?
There is something very important to talk about, Kenneth.
What, the story, how it happened? That's what you want, a story.
I want to find out whether what you did was intentional or an accident.
How is that me?
I know it's you. The evidence knows it's you.
How is it me?
The witnesses know it's you.
What witness?
Okay, so now we have to determine in that gas station, when the gun went off, was that something you wanted to do, or that was something accidental?
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
That's what we need to determine.
I really don't know what you're talking about. If that was me, how did I get out there? How did I get back? I need to see all this. I need to see everything.
You'll eventually see it.
You gotta have everything add up to me.
We do.
The detective tells Kenneth that if he wasn't there, he still provided the bullets that were used to take a life. Kenneth didn't expect this, and he didn't have an answer ready. Instead, he decides to pretend he is insane.
So then what you're telling me is that you provided bullets to two guys who did a robbery, killed a man.
Actually, I didn't provide the bullets. They were like, how should I put this? I didn't need them. Why would I have bullets?
You said you got them out of your mother's bag and gave it to him when he asked for them.
I know. What happened was, see, I'm on medication, right?
What medication are you on, Kenneth?
I'm on Ritalin and all these other medications, right? So my shit is all f***ed up here.
Okay.
So right now, guess what?
What's that?
I don't even know what's going on.
You don't.
You know what I mean? I think you trying to get me to say stuff that I ain't do. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I ain't did none of that. What you could give me on some bullets?
Providing the ammunition that killed the man? Yeah, that's party to the crime of homicide.
No.
Might as well have pulled the trigger.
No. No. See, what happened was...
Harboring the man who killed the man?
Listen, what
That's
happened...
also party to the crime of homicide.
Listen, no, all you could give me for it is lying. Those bullets, I don't know where they come from.
Kenneth.
Listen, check this out.
Listen.
You listen.
Man to man, you've been around, right?
Listen, listen. I'm on medication to function. I can't function right.
I understand.
I think you pressuring me.
How am I
You
pressuring?
pressuring me to say I did something I didn't do.
I already know you did it. I'm just trying to understand why you did it.
You know, you're not gonna know why I did it because I didn't do it. So what happened? So why are we still here?
Because I want to know why you did it.
You ain't got the evidence, man. Come on, just face it. You want me to listen? I watched this on First 48.
Okay.
Listen, you gonna keep saying that you got yeah, you're right. You do got evidence leading back to the robbery in my place.
Right.
I'm denying.
Okay.
Those were mine. Those were other guys, and I know they planned to them. No, you just say, well, boy, listen, come on, you're tricky, man. You're a tricky guy.
Kenneth.
Yeah.
I thought you were on medication. You might can't remember stuff.
Yeah, I remember certain stuff.
Okay. Kenneth, I don't want to play games with you.
I don't want to play games with you.
Okay. So what happens to you?
Listen.
No. That's what I don't want to happen, Kenneth.
Listen, my life is... Listen, hold on.
Sure.
Oh, listen.
Yes.
Whether I tell you or not, I'm done. You're not getting that, right?
No.
Listen, you got evidence in my house.
Right.
You got the gun.
Yes.
I'm done. What is there you want to know? You want me to admit to it? So I'm not going to admit to it.
In the end, Kenneth would admit to being the gunman in the gas station robbery. Kenneth claimed that Darren Malone was the second man, and a woman named Jerika Cotton was the getaway driver. While Kenneth was demanding money from the cashier, he claims his gun accidentally went off. In exchange for his confession, he received 45 years in prison, followed by 20 years of probation after his release. Darren received 25 years for his part in the crime, and Jerika received 8.
Most people can't feel y'all pain, but I truly could, and I understand it. I go beyond it, actually, but I want to say I apologize, and I can't bring them back, but I could help change some lives with my testimony.
In February, Thomas pled guilty to felony murder from that incident. He also pled guilty to armed robbery repeater for an incident 3 days before the shooting. That crime happened at a 7-Eleven in the town of Brookfield. Thomas told police he fired his gun during that robbery as well, though no one was hurt.
Senseless, brutal violence engaged in by yourself and Mr. Malone for nothing more than money.
The judge sentenced Thomas to 45 years behind bars for his role in both the Waukesha shooting death and the town of Brookfield armed robbery.
Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe.